Put it in it. Another episode of People's Mike, Jim Peoples. Introduce yourself.
Nathan Orton. I go by the name of Amanasi.
Go by the name of Chris Railz. And the other guys back there.
Where Brandon go? I don't know what. Close that door for me.
Hit the indie market.
Yeah, hit the. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Happy what? Wednesday.
Happy New Year.
We made it.
First time in since last year.
It's your first time. What you been doing?
I've been working. That's it.
You still train?
Still on the train, yeah.
Nice.
That's mine. Don't put nothing in that drink.
What's that? Water?
Fuck with you.
You tell them about yourself. Dude, give me your origin story. How'd you get
Oh
here?
yeah, man. I'm originally from.
Who you related to? Do all of that.
I'm originally from Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Texas when I was 13 to get the fuck up out of this crazy ass
Show them the
city.
gloves too. Show them the gloves.
These are my trademarks right here. Always good for a nice cold drink, and I can still text. And
I used to talk so much shit about the
You know what I'm
what do
saying?
you call the digits out? Oh man, when you cut off the tips, the breakdancing gloves. That's it.
yeah. I'm a b-boy too. I learned from Ken Swift from the Rocksteady crew. And this right here is my big ass uncle right here, Chris Railz.
Let all the viewers know that we have.
You know what I'm saying? So
That
I'm
might-
back
that
in
might-
New York. I'm back in New York, and I'm glad to be back.
That might stick. Big ass Chris.
So we good. And I do music and all that. So y'all be on the lookout.
You came back. Say your name. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Brandon Scott, a.k.a. Godzilla Baba Ganoush, a.k.a. Dragon, or Chaos, depending upon where I am. And this is the first time I've had an iced coffee ever.
You don't need it though.
I don't need it. Like, I'm already confused for a crackhead now with all my super speed, like the crackhead or the Flash.
Out of
But
control.
this is my first, like, Dunkin' Donuts has provided the only
Sponsor.
official, right, sponsorship.
I got a commercial going.
Right, here you go, Dunkin' Donuts. Here's your plug. The official donut of New York City and the official donut of, am I high at 2:30 in the morning?
Jimmy's getting sponsors. That's gonna be a segment of the show.
Today, this show's been brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Right?
Dunkin' Donuts. It's got iced coffees.
Nathan, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Still got the haircut.
Yeah.
I feel like she picked it out for you. Because if she said I hate it, you would have got something else. But she was like, "Hey, I like it, right?"
I did?
Yeah.
It accentuates my ears too much. It leaves me open for roast battles.
What
Like,
does
I look
accentuate
more-
mean? I don't know.
Makes stand
I'm
out.
Harlem.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to say this, like, you already got like a very like a
Do it. What kind of face?
like pictorial face. The hair gives you that like space detective kind of thing. I dig it though. Like it's not a bad thing.
Space detective.
You got like that space detective thing. Like you're about to solve a murder mystery.
That's the first.
That's funny as fuck. Because it's like I got like a Spockish kind
What's
of
his
look.
name?
You got it. You got that whole like I am super. Like I got some super smart. I can tell you about like 4 different games. It's cool, man. It's cool.
I mean,
I've never gotten like that funny of like a kind of a compliment before, so thank you.
No. So if you put a suit
That was the
on,
best
you look
one.
like a 1960s FBI agent or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
Secret
Untouchables.
Service. The one that let Kennedy get shot.
Yeah.
You
I was,
that
I was at a roast battle, and one of the judges said I look like if a third grader drew Superman. That was
Oh shit! Stick
That's
figures.
good.
I can't take credit for that. That's funny. Like a stick
man.
figure, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
You got one.
I'm
You
sorry.
got one.
I'm
You gotta
sorry.
go. You gotta go.
Man.
You gotta
Nah,
You from
go.
Harlem, B. That's what you do, right?
So what?
That's your chance.
Roasts
what?
are fun.
I
Roasts are my
got a
chance.
Jump in.
See, the only thing I can think of is like
First impression. Don't even go.
Robin. Whenever like that meme, whenever Batman is smacking, like I think am I correct? Is that correct? That's what he looks like the old school, the boom bow.
Like, I look like Batman wants to slap
Adam
you.
West
I like
Batman
that.
shit.
Yeah.
It's fair.
All right.
No, it looks like the character that superhero off of SpongeBob. What's that superhero of SpongeBob with the star on his chest, the green suit?
Yeah, I know you're talking
That's
about
what it looks like. That you know what I'm talking about? I don't know the names,
Barnacle
man.
Boy.
Barnacle Boy, right? You got
Barnacle
the
Boy, yeah, Barnacle Boy.
I don't know.
Yeah, see?
I don't know if my skin's getting thicker or if those roasts were just super polite. That didn't feel like a roast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was good.
That was funny.
I got roasted.
It's
bad,
mean,
but,
though.
You know,
It's funny.
I technically that the super. I mean, that was an old one, but I take that Superman one, the Robin one.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not an insult. It's a compliment.
Yeah.
So
Most of be in space and shoot a laser pistol at somebody.
That'd be
Just
so
like,
cool. Yeah.
You got
I love
the whole comic look.
Dude, I wish I was an
I'm
astronaut.
gonna take a flash photography.
What?
That's the other one. You like the astronaut who's panicking on the other side of the panel, or like the guy at the panel, like I should have been up there in that that crash.
Next topic.
The guy that does That's what Orlando's here for, to keep it moving.
Yeah, you got to hold the signs.
We only got one topic, so we better stall for 40 minutes.
Damn.
Can I
Go ahead, Nathan.
Can I
Toss it up.
shit?
Save it.
Go ahead.
Kristen say
All right, so this
got
random high musings I had earlier today, right?
Good.
Okay, I know, right? So this shit goes everywhere. So
Have you ever slept with somebody on a train?
Yeah.
Just a yes or no.
have I had sex with someone on the train?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to say not yet, but if you've seen the movie Risky Business,
Yeah.
Jimmy, I
this
have
is
two
one of the
comments.
3 times that Tom Cruise impressed me like greatly.
She got out.
Want to have sex with somebody on a train.
Yeah.
Moving or not moving, I'm very sure that I am sure when you can get by with it. But no, I want to do the deed. Now again, I'm weird. Like I'll like spray like sanitizer spray and wipe down the seat with it because obviously, I mean,
Before or after?
before.
I did the middle.
You can catch
I did
an STD like that.
last car, and I tried the back of the train in high school.
He was fucking in the back of the train?
Yeah.
That's the best place to do it.
That's everybody says
outside on the last car.
I never had sex on the train.
Like on the outside of the last car.
She was scared.
Yeah, no, that's too much. You can just do it on the inside of the car.
We did.
Oh, you was on the outside of the train hanging on?
Yeah.
That's some real.
Inside.
The fuck is you, Spider-Man?
I don't want to brag about it. But I was like,
you gotta have to explain
there's a chain.
This player should be changed.
Yeah, no, but a short stop.
yeah.
And then she stop. We'll put you over.
Yeah. No, I won't push you.
I mean, and maybe I don't know.
No,
See,
we're good.
I got
And
you.
also we were holding on, but she was.
Okay, I can see that.
That's a bucket list.
That's too much. Yeah, that's too much.
In the middle is.
Well, Jimmy's talking about
That's too much. Just
19,
do it.
20.
Y'all ever had
Someone would
Roadhead?
see you. Like I
had
said, New Yorker.
Absolutely.
He never had Roadhead. I got you, Unc. I got you.
You got a bad boy.
I got you. Roadhead is the
You don't have
best.
to. I mean,
It's the
Uber.
best.
Uber.
Hold on,
Especially
I
when
got-
you drive
I got
80 miles an
Uber.
hour.
But I'm not driving. He talking about if I drove and got head at the same time. I can tell you I haven't because I don't drive.
Oh,
I have
it's
my dick sucked in
amazing.
the car is different.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's too bad it's not a kid-friendly podcast.
Hey, how is
I know.
Well, did you
How's
hear about
Roadhouse?
how's the new Mr. Rogers
Great.
movie? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood movie.
It was actually pretty good.
It came out already?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was
I
good.
didn't see it. I
No,
don't think Tom Hanks would be a
it's
good
better than I
Mr.
thought it
Rogers,
was going to
man.
be.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I think
Tom Hanks makes a good
Tom
everything.
Hanks is good at everything, but when I seen the trailers, he didn't sound like Mr. Rogers. He sounded like some guy from the South, even though Mr. Rogers is from the South. Though.
He blended in.
He did
You
it
couldn't
good?
even see Tom Hanks in it. It was dope.
I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. Now Tom Hanks is good.
The only role I've ever not liked Tom Hanks, and I mention this all the time.
Forrest Gump?
No. I actually love him in Forrest Gump. Like, again, the Tropic Thunder joke stands. Like, he's like one of the few people who could go that far in that role without going over. The one role I really hated him in was his part in Cloud Atlas. He had that one, he was the racist in Cloud Atlas. And he was a good, but again, he's a good actor. And so seeing a good actor play like a good racist was like,
yeah.
I'll just have to delete this. That's why I think everyone really hated Cloud Atlas.
If you're a good
Anybody-
racist in a movie, you're a good actor.
Well, racist people shout with a southern accent sound very good.
What
if
if
you're
you're
a
just
good
super
actor, you
racist? You're
It might
playing
be a
yourself.
little, there
Like-
might be a little bit of truth to that.
I've always
You know what I'm
wondered that. Like, what if I, like,
saying? Need a
I
little truth to
the thought of
Speaking
acting?
of racism, I think I figured out what the problem is with this setup. The contrast with the background and the brown.
He's trying to like that. He'll be darkening up.
I like how it gets blacker, and if we all combine forces, we turn it into a
Here we
zombie.
go. Don't make me call ice on you, man.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you guys are blending in with the wall.
Oh, here we
So
go.
I'm the-
It blends from this way, so I'm like the middle. It's
You're supposed to be the light man. Fuck you.
No. Oh, here we go.
It's lighter on this side, darker on this side.
I just feel like I'm coming out of this podcast a little cooler. So
Yeah, you will.
I'm okay with
You
that.
make it cool. Yeah, you're fine. You fit.
I feel cool.
You fit.
Cooler.
He should be in the middle so that he can, like, get some light out, you know?
Then I'll look like a cop.
It will go the other way.
Well, we had some people here that look like cops. You know, you're not just like a cop today.
Yeah,
Jimmy looks like an undercover cop.
He
he
said,
does.
I love just letting it bomb. Just letting.
Let the bomb.
Yeah,
Jimmy looks like a security guard. No.
Security. God damn. Fuck.
Just the sleeve. I mean, sleeves rolled up and everything, but you cool.
What?
He does look like somebody that's in a wanted sketch.
Like
when they say describe the person that raped you or something, and it's like they draw the face. It's the hat. It's the hat. It's the hat. It's the hat. Man.
You look like one of Diddy's bodyguards.
You look like Kobe Bryant. Anybody ever tell you that?
Of
course, you get that all the time, right?
I'll get Kobe.
You don't look like Kobe at all.
He looks like Kobe, that
I
thin
get Kevin
nose,
Garnett sometimes.
and he kind of has
like
the
Kevin
voice.
Garnett either.
I feel bad.
Kinda
I
has
just
the
got the
Kobe
impression
Bryant
of like
voice, too.
Cuban second baseman.
No, he looks like
That's him.
He looks like the old Cleveland Indians mascot. It's the face. The Cleveland Indians, the dude that was smaller and shit. That's him.
I hate doing this.
It was a terrible ball.
Little ass iPhone. Little ass iPhone.
No, this is for the music. The iPod Touch.
That phone-
Even when I went to buy
iPad.
this, the kids that went to go get it, they were
iPod.
laughing at me. I heard them laughing at me on the. It was like, who's buying an iPod Touch? I was like,
iPod. It don't even charge no more, y'all.
It does charge.
It doesn't even charge anymore,
That's a
y'all.
ban on airplanes and shit. That's how old it is.
Okay, see that?
It turns off every third commercial.
He probably got the TV at home and everything.
Shut up!
He's trying to fix it.
Trying to fix that little ass phone. You
Little tiny.
gotta use your
It's not a
fingernails to
phone,
text.
bro. It's an iPod.
You guys got
I
can do more push-ups than all you guys.
I know you could, but your phone game is
How
good,
many
man.
can you
I don't
do?
get what
Huh?
you're saying.
I can do 100 in a minute. I think.
I can do all of that.
I used to. I haven't
That's a lot.
tried in a minute.
That's fast.
That's-
It's fast.
It's fast.
Chest to the ground, no full extension. I can still push out 100.
I haven't done a push up in a long time.
I know, we can tell.
He said 8 push-up.
But you was in the gym. Like,
A couple of months ago, right?
taking pictures in the
It's an
gym.
earth process.
He still couldn't do a push-up.
Last time I did a push up, I was trying to get a cop off of me.
Tuffy.
I was like,
How do you push-ups on the train?
Who?
8 push-ups.
I mean, people work out on the train.
I'm trying to get.
I'm tempted to do pull-ups on the bar.
yeah, I used to do that.
What bar?
On
Stanchion
on the
ball.
train.
Each train has 40 stanchions.
Damn, I might have to take my
This should-
phone
this
off
should-
the live to help you get some service,
No.
man.
There should be a workout room on the bar, like different rooms to do stuff on the train.
I would love. I think that they would. My
Like-
theory
like
is that I think it will work. I've always thought realistically now.
Good.
I was gonna say realistically, I think that would work during certain hours, but it would be one, a little bit more expensive, and two, people would just be riding the train. Like that would require an actual
A
fare.
workout room with weights, people would die.
No,
Like somebody
just
hits
like a generic. You know, I have in the park like generic like.
That's what the train is. Like you
The
got
train?
phones.
You think they should have it in the train?
Yeah.
You can do it
They
anyway.
should have a separate car for homeless people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be out of
Would
control.
it be labeled or would it be kind of just like
Or
word of mouth?
in every cart, in every like,
designated
park,
loitering
they should
car.
have like a designated seat.
Yeah.
Now,
I was
hold
trying to
on.
work on a bit about
Maybe
that.
an
Hold on. Now, hold on.
I gotta
This is
see
realistic. This is an actual statement. And I've always, and this is where I got the conversation about the train thing came from. I've always thought that in order to assist part of the, now I hate to make it serious, but in order to assist part of the homeless population, you know, there's a number of people who live underground that kind of don't want to come up, and it's just mental health issues, fear, blah blah blah. Creating a train car that had a shower, beds, clothes that could like technically travel the lines and hand out clothes on the ground, while being able to pick up people there, let them shower, and technically keep them down there where they feel comfortable, but kind of let them be mobile, get them up. Sometimes even move them to places where we can take them to hospitals easier, would assist the city a little better.
Maybe am I doing too much?
We're not getting rid of
Who's gonna fund
We're
this?
getting rid of all the
Exactly.
golf courses, and making buildings for these
I wonder
people
how's that
to,
train
like
gonna
rehab
move, but
buildings
single
and
Who's gonna fund that
shelters,
shit?
and have opportunities to like, you know.
This is what they
find
do. Because
something-
homeless outreach, they actually, the MTA police actually just came down to the subway. If you ever go to a terminal at night, they'll come there around 1 a.m. It's about 5 undercover cops and a bunch of people. The homeless outreach with the orange jacket. All they do is wake people up. Are you all right? You awake?
Yeah,
you want to go to the shelter? And then take them to the shelter, and then they right back out there 2 days later on the same fucking
Absolutely,
train.
excuse me.
So
There's no program to.
they don't keep them in there, and I can understand. I don't think you should hold people against their will, but they should have a spot that really upbrings people. Because I've seen people that got money that live in the subway. Like this guy, like I would see him around. He actually worked. I don't know if he's still working down there. The guy would sit at 23rd Street with a whole bunch of boxes and would be writing. I said, this guy must be writing a good fucking book because every time I go past it, he's writing. And then one day he came up to me in regular clothes, like, "Oh, you're a good conductor." And so, what the fuck? This guy looks familiar. Then I found out he was actually a cleaner in one of the stations, and he lived in a station that he would get off of work and he didn't want to pay no shit, so he would sleep in the station. And nobody knew about it.
I hate to say this, but people really kind of, it's not that you overlook it, and it's nothing to forget, but people who live on the streets are very resourceful, no matter where they are, in any part of the world. Yeah. And New York is no exception. So, there are people who live on the streets because it's financially feasible.
Yeah.
Some people live on the streets because they have nowhere to go. There's mental health issues. You see the same people all the time. I see the hardest part is seeing the cases of people who medically can't really get up the stairs or can't travel around, so they just go from station to station underground. And the problem, I was talking to someone about this last night, the biggest problem that you have is either you're going to start criminalizing poverty. The only way to fix it is to criminalize poverty or to bring the resources to the people there and make them feel more comfortable, allowing them to either treat it like let's just turn this into a second part of life like people already do, except now let's live a little better, or now I feel more comfortable, let me go and get the resources I need. You're going to have to, some of these people are going to have to just be given homes. Like there has to be a new system that starts to shift the people through the system, that find the people that want to work and move into other housing, want to move into group housing with no jobs, want to just receive what would break down the basic universal income. You gotta cut the system down and allow unemployment. There has to be a stop in the villainization of it, because that's what a lot of the problems.
You know what? They might have a better chance. So I think they tried to do it before. Is they take the homeless people out and show them another part of the country, like ship them out somewhere. And let them start from the bottom and bring it back up. Jersey's not in this. You can see New York right there.
That doesn't work.
I agree with you what you're saying.
No, I'm saying because if you're gonna put them in the shelter and they come right back out, what's the purpose of putting them in the shelter? Because there's no help in the shelter. No. It might be help, but it's not. It's like not a forceful help. It's like, do you want to be here? No, I'll go back in the street. All right. I said, no. Wait a minute. Stay here, and we're gonna help you get this. I need you to stay. Yeah. There's no motivation. That's part of it, because city workers be fucked up. That's why I'm keep real. They don't give a fuck. They nonchalant.
That's true. I understand that. Yeah. But
it should be a transitional.
It should be and
here's the thing: there basically is one now. But the transitional process takes a while, and the process doesn't go through some areas. And to be honest, the worst part about it, as I mentioned, is the process needs to be honest but caring. You need to say, and this is the argument that we're literally having as presidential debates go. Yeah. One of our presidential candidates wants to provide universal income because there's a basic need to pay people to not get involved in the labor field.
It's the worst podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not doing your job, Orlando. 30 seconds to a joke.
We can take these people and bring them to Jimmy's mic every day at 3 p.m. and shape them in the comments. I guarantee you they won't
work. And here's the problem. Wait, I'm sorry, but let me give you the example that I use using comedy.
There's always a message in comedy.
Always a fucking message in comedy, right? Someone told me that mid cocaine, there's always a message in comedy. And that guy whose name was New York, and to this day, wherever you are, baby, like with sandwiches, world domination.
Don't do drugs.
No, the message is drugs are not bad, but you got to figure them out. We're going to need drug farms, okay? We're going to need to actually hire people to live on farms to grow drugs. We're going to need people who can grow marijuana. We're going to need to cut off the drug line at cocaine and legalize it up until a certain point so that we can go to places in South America and stop drug cartels from enslaving poor people, because poverty is the biggest ease into crime in any part of the world.
It's
now you're looking at a way macro level.
No. Where did you say?
Because of the fact that there's so many fucking comedians in New York City, we get stuck running around to 4 or 5 mics a day. We get stuck having to try to find new ways to branch out. So we start doing things comedy-wise. New York has to be the first wave for innovators, because everyone is forced to do the same thing. You have 10 million people crammed into a small space. We're all running the same.
But we're all going to die in a couple of weeks. We're about to go to war.
Who do you think has better? Who do you think has better? for doing drugs.
I have better veins for doing drugs.
No, I think.
Well, technically, I hate to say this because your skin is lighter, but in the 2 seconds, like you can see these motherfuckers that people want to make. I've had fucking heroin addicts.
Why don't we just do heroin together and see who gets more fucked up?
I tell you why, because I don't want to do heroin only because I don't like the secondary behind heroin. I would love if heroin made me super awesome.
You gotta go to the clinic,
but I think heroin was just gonna make me sleepy.
They got one of those clinics by my way, and they it's always peaceful out there. They
secondary reaction.
Here's a video I saw.
Right? I don't want to go.
Hold on. Here's a video I saw, and I'm gonna give you a chance to tell me what would you do in this guy's situation.
Watch this video, y'all. He's about to put
hold on. One day I'll be
Orlando, get the video up on the screen.
I see why you limited.
I swear I'm sitting next to Kobe Bryant. He looks just
he
sounds just like him.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
He's not as insightful as Kobe Bryant.
Oh, you should watch this video. It's great.
What's gonna happen? Your shit is bad.
Little iPod.
It's a guy deadlifting in Montreal. He's in the gym.
It must be staged.
Hold on.
Oh no, he's recording.
Just wait for it. Can you see Brandon?
Charlene Peoples, is that your mom?
Are you able to turn it, make it bigger?
Fast forward. Got a good portrait moment. Well, thank you for having it upside down.
Shut up, Max.
iPod,
I know the production value of this podcast.
This shit came out 19 years ago.
Why do you do that?
What do you do?
Personally.
Slamming the weight.
What's the purpose of
This guy's a teenager. This guy is just a guy in the gym.
Why he
Shut up! One day I'll post it. It's on.
What? What was the purpose of the video, man?
He was deadlifting in the gym
walked into him dead punched him.
and stepped on the weight and told him to get the fuck out of the gym.
I never been to
Deadlifting. So it was like a.
Might have been a steroids thing.
I guess it's somebody.
But he wasn't a big dude.
He wasn't just fucking punched him.
a dick.
Probably slamming the weight.
It was one of those Planet Fitness gyms.
See, he goes to the gym a lot. So he's into that.
You heard the sound go off, and they came from the back, and they were like, "Oh, we got to go get this guy." I think, because you could hear it when you.
Okay, I got it. It was the same question I was going to ask earlier. Okay, you ready? Okay, all right. So, Chucky, the movie Chucky is some guy's weird ass adaptation as why they don't like kids. Because Chucky's the embodiment of how bad kids are. Like, as a toy, you get a toy from a kid, and then the fucking toy comes alive, starts murdering adults. Doesn't murder kids, just
take
adults.
that coffee away.
And the people who fucking over a amount of time, right? Like, Chucky was really just some guy trying to tell the world that he didn't like kids, and this is why you shouldn't like kids, because they murder you, and they take your life.
That's why
and one will stab you in the kneecaps, and they'll drag you behind a couch.
Did you see, what Chucky have you watched?
Like a bunch of them.
No.
One, two,
did you see the first Chucky?
Chucky was a grown
which was technically about a child. Right,
No, it wasn't
Fuck
about
that
a child.
bullshit. Because technically it was a child. Like, the Chucky looks like the child. No one notices the Chucky doll looks like the child is murdering people. His mom was kind of happy, like, she wants to be an executive. This is the time when, like, women were taking the world. And no, his mom is stuck in the house having to watch this tiny, a.k.a. crotch goblin, who now comes to life as a grown man who is sapping away the life from all the grown-ups around him by technically stabbing him in the leg.
What's going on out here?
Sing a song, man. It's those pictures, man. It's those pictures that got us motivated. The titties is out. They'll say more call shop than say the titties is out.
All right, back to the jokes.
Chucky was about a criminal who did voodoo, and he put himself in the doll because he's about to get caught.
Yeah, I got it. But technically, yes, it's also a grown man. It's the same story like
I don't know why I kept it going.
I got it. But it's like
I just want to be right.
She was like a child, masquerading as a grown woman masquerades as a child, like taking away the life from all the people around her, going through her her Lolita, one half Lolita complex, the other half.
9/11 was an inside job.
Don't go nowhere. Why do you even need a podcast with other people? You could just do.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Brandon Show.
Brandon show. We took over like Wayne Brady took over Spell that time. So this is Brady's show.
Hey, by the way, if y'all now just joining us, that's his first ice coffee ever. And he finished it.
We need to do a joke.
We're going to pass out.
We have to do it.
Now, hold on.
Hey, Brandon, which subway station do you live in? I tried to put a joke into the pot.
I live in a lot of them. Actually, no. All of them. Honest statement. I don't like staying stationary, so I sleep on moving trains because one, I'm reminded of the fact that I love going to sleep in moving objects. Because it reminds me of being born and going to a moving car, also spaceship.
You ever see Ghost on the
Train?
I've seen you do jokes on the train.
Yes.
That was I did the joke about the wife and the cheeseburgers?
No.
There's another guy that he gets on the A, like, my wife told me she ate 48
No.
cheeseburgers. You know that guy, right?
He made me so mad. He made at least, I saw at least more than 5 or 6 20s.
Yo, he gets money because think about it.
I was on my waiver show, and he was like, he's telling jokes back to back to back, and I was like, fuck this guy.
He got that same
fuck
stuff
this guy
for
in the
years.
face.
Each car it's 8 cars on the train. He's getting $10 a car. That's $80 a train.
Yeah.
The A train runs every 8 minutes on non-commission hours.
And he
So
goes,
now he's getting cars. No schedule. But you know what? When it comes to
I thought that was you.
a lot of people told me, like homeless people, because I see them all the time. I used to work at the A line and say, they like to live on the E and the A because the E's underground. The E's underground, so
maybe a couple months
the
ago.
E doesn't go outside, so it doesn't get too cold. But the A line, they go on the A line, so this way they can see the sun come up. That's what they told me. So I like sleeping on the A line because I get a little bit of underground warmth, and I like to go outside to come back. They go to the Rockaways and back.
That's cool.
Yeah. The other lines, like you know what, they got to know what lines they can ride.
Giving me some ideas here.
My wallet's kind of. As someone who sleeps on the train, I sleep on the A.
short right now.
Like you got a lot more homeless people now with the new stations.
Right, and technically they try to get people off of the 96 station, which is where homeless outreach.
It's a lot of white people there.
Right, but any line that's long, any line that goes through Brooklyn and Queens at the same time, and any line that goes as far through the Bronx, the 1 and the 2.
Yeah,
the L's bad now too, man.
There are some lines like during the cold, any station that doesn't go above ground.
You can get a full Railz on there.
That's one that a lot of people sleep in. Technically, as the homeless schedule works, during the cold seasons is when a lot of them get arrested or start going to get arrested and go to jail and start going to the shelters.
Yeah.
Or they go stay with other people. They go literally some homeless people like migrate to be homeless in warmer parts of the country.
Wow.
And then come back here in March. And then
every little sip I take.
I think the stations.
Every little sip I take.
I think the stations.
You gonna talk about the story?
You've been drinking a lot of coffee today.
I think the station should have bathrooms. I'm just not trying jokes. I'm just trying.
Fucking yes.
What station?
Where?
Yeah,
off the side of the platform.
They just don't let people use it.
But you know what it is? Like it's a lot of shit.
Ask somebody to
see. I don't think the subway should be a place for people to live.
And then they judge you to see if
I think people should find ways to get them out of there because one of the biggest things is I know people's only paying $2.75 on the train. If you keep yourself clean, it's one thing, but for somebody to have a bad hygiene and knock out a whole fucking car, and then I can't remove them off the train. Like people's telling me, "Yo, get them off." I said the only way I can get them off the train if they're doing something illegal. Or if they have biological waste, basically if they're pissing and shitting in the car, we're not allowed to kick them out. We can't do that. But people say, "Oh, fuck the MTA." It got nothing to do with the MTA. It got to do with the city. They should take those people off the train and put them somewhere good. Because the subway, you shouldn't be in the fucking subway. I work in the subway 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I tell you, when I get off the train, my nose got fucking still dust in it. I don't think anybody should be down in the subway.
Fuck that. If they stink, they need to get the fuck off the train.
No, I'm saying it's not a good place to live in the subway. So your hearing goes down. No, street's not a good place either. But I do. I think like
I appreciate it.
They should have garbage cans.
World Trade Center.
But you're asking for amenities to a fucking public utility that people pay $2.75.
Now hold on, wait. Now the reason why he asked for the bathroom because again, people just want the like people could just use bathrooms, access to bathrooms and downstairs.
Sure.
You ever have to piss in New York?
Okay, got it. Right, you got to pee everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Between the train cars.
And I've mentioned all the time that there should be
more
public
low windows.
But
high windows.
I was thinking about that.
Yes, it's harder for women.
But again, hate to beat the same fucking dead horse.
Listen, whenever you gotta pee when you're on the train.
Oh yeah. You get the windows.
Hold that shit.
6 train. It's like, God damn, why are the windows so long?
Yeah.
Like, there's always somebody sitting right by the window.
Yeah.
Or we gotta go.
Who's investing?
Huh?
But you sit by the window to see somebody piss?
Yeah.
You want to see somebody?
You gotta lean into it. All right, we gotta wrap this up. This was jokeless.
We bombed, guys.
I don't know
I
how I
had a
was getting
few
into
in my
this.
mind I couldn't get out.
What?
I got
Jokes.
you.
Jokes?
I'm
You gotta
basically
jump in.
KKK.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
KKK.
Yes.
KKK.
I mean, because
We that's his
technically
That's his whole name.
That's
Sorry.
so he was part of the
It's
KKK.
Kal-El. Kal-El is his middle name.
Kal-El is
Kal-El?
his real name. It's his real Kryptonian name.
I said, yeah.
So that's
So it's Kal-El King.
What's KKK? They wanted to that's very
Racist
good.
shit. Nathan, tell them where they can find you.
I'm in Jersey the 25th. Sunday. Yes, Sunday, January 26th at the Stand. I'm in the
He getting mad comedy
comedy,
too.
the Roast Fight Club. Yeah, talk during my life.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying that his
Hold on.
This doesn't matter.
Shut the fuck up.
Nothing
David,
matters.
finish it.
Don't come. Who cares?
Tell them where they can find you. What's your Instagram?
All right, y'all can find me on Instagram, Amanasi Music, ALMASI Music, and then you can find all my social medias from there.
Jimmy,
Enjoy.
You stop talking to people's sex. That's what
I came here to fucking bomb.
Yeah,
I helped you out.
fix your
Yeah, I gotta get my pod. I gotta back in the gym.
Tell them where they can find you.
ALMASI, guys.
All right,
Find me in the gym working out with Jimmy, man. I work out with him every day.
Good.
I got a show. I'm gonna be at Broadway Comedy Club February 29th, 6 p.m. Going through that's it. Find me on the Instagram, official Railz, the producer. I make beats and all that. And then find me on Facebook, Chris Railz. That's it.
You got 30 seconds.
With the Z.
God, I got yelled at this before. So I got a show coming up on the 26th. I have another show coming up in February. I do a whole bunch of random shit in the streets. You will see me on a fucking train car if you are in New York City sometime.
Living there.
Not living there, telling jokes there. But as soon as I make enough money, I will buy a fucking train car like Randolph Hearst, and I will live underground with all of the other people like a Russian super sub city. Also, you will see me in your dreams like Doctor Strange. If you smoke weed, I show up.
It's another episode of People's Mic. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J People's TV, People's Mic.
You know that, right? It only costs $1 to buy a retired subway car.
$1?
I will tell
You
you
gotta
both
pay
up
for the
with each other.
transportation to get it out. That's like thousands of dollars.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Hey, man.
We're every day, Monday, Friday, I'm Strong Ahead at 2:15 for the podcast, 3 o'clock for the open mic. If you're out of town, comment, just DM me. You can tell I don't book for this. So anybody can jump on. And we'll be back on Saturday at 4:30 for the podcast, 5:30 for the open mic. And thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
Where's the Avengers? It's the Avengers. The Avengers.